We welcome Angela Dooley singing this one with us. Let's all sing together. Morning has broken. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first to fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's right creation of the new day. Good morning. Welcome to our Unity service. I'd like to take this time for you to breathe deeply and recognize the Christ within you, and then look around at whatever beings may be in the room with you and recognize the Christ in them, and then hold the world in your heart, recognize the Christ in everyone. And let's sing together, Open the Eyes of My Heart. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing, holy, holy, holy. To see you high and lifted Holy, 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 I want to see you. Holy, 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 I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Cedar Rapids. It is a joy to welcome all of you here this morning. And if you are joining us for the first time, we certainly hope that you find something with us this morning that will cause you to want to return and be with us again. I am recording today in our wonderful sanctuary, and I decided to do that just to hold the space for us. I can feel your presence in the chairs, in the floor, in the walls. I can feel and sense your experiences, your joys, your tears as you sat here in this space. Khalil Gibran reminds us that there are often spaces in our togetherness, and certainly that is our current reality. But we know that there is a greater reality. We know that in truth that the power of divine love working in and through each and every one of us binds us together, heart to heart and soul to soul, and we are so grateful. Please join me in our invocation. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. There is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent, and so it is. Amen. The Elaine Fisher Community Cupboard remains open during this time on Tuesdays from 10 to 12:30. If you or anyone in your family or a friend has a need for some basic food supplies and hygiene supplies, even a few cleaning supplies, please have them come on Tuesdays and we will be happy. We will count it a blessing to serve them. So again, please know that the Elaine Fisher Community Cupboard is open. Each Wednesday evening, I'm now posting a recorded meditation, a Wednesday healing meditation, around 5 o'clock in the afternoon so that you can use that about 20-minute meditation at your leisure. I hope that it blesses you. You can access it right now on Facebook, but we are also looking at putting it up on YouTube or perhaps even Vimeo so that you can get to it more easily if you're not exactly a Facebook person like some are not. Immediately after today's service, please join me for a coffee hour at 11 a.m. via Zoom. If you would like to get the information on how you can connect with us, please, during the service, email me at minister@unitycr.org. Again, minister@unitycr.org. Minister@unitycr.org. There we go. And I will immediately send you the information. I am monitoring the service with you, watching the service with you on Facebook. So I'll get that email and I will send you the information so that you can link and join with us. This could be holy chaos, we don't know. But it will be wonderful, whether it's chaotic or not. It will be a moment of joy to see your faces and to hear your voice. So join us today at 11 o'clock. Please join me now in our statement of purpose. Together. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We gather to create an experience of spirit. At Unity CR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path of spiritual living. Our mission is to provide spiritual awareness and share the wonder and joy of God's love. Amen. Today's daily word is understanding. Psalm 119, verse 144 reminds us, "Your decrees are righteous forever. Give me understanding that I may live." I open myself to spiritual understanding. I open myself to spiritual understanding. When I feel frustrated by a personal or professional challenge or feel unsafe or concerned about a situation or event, I seek greater understanding. When I try to understand, I open my heart. Maybe I just need to gather more information or request the advice of someone I trust. If I am in conflict with someone, I practice understanding by listening with a curious mind and a loving heart. I grow in spiritual understanding when I discern and heed my inner guidance. Beyond conscious thought, spiritual truth begins to illuminate my consciousness. As I release all that stands in the way of understanding and stand firm in the love that calls it forth, I am guided by my growing spiritual understanding. I open myself to spiritual understanding.
Open my eyes that I may see. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Place in my hands the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my ears that I may hear voices of truth thou sendest clear. And while the wave notes fall on my ear, everything false will disappear. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my ears, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my mouth and let me bear gladly the warm truth everywhere. Open my heart and let me prepare love with thy children thus to share. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my heart, illumine me, Spirit divine. Oh my God, how I love thee, how I love thee, how I love thee. Oh my God, how I love thee, how I love thee, my God. God, 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 how I love thee, how I love thee, how I love thee. God, 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 how I love thee, how I love thee, my God.
We set aside these next few moments for a time of quiet prayer and meditation. I invite you now to find a comfortable space in your chair and take a deep breath. We often begin our meditations with paying attention to our breath and our breathing because it helps us to bring ourselves fully into this present moment. So take a deep breath. Hold it for just a moment and then exhale. And as you do, feel any stress or anxiety flowing out with your breath. Take another breath and let it fill you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And as you exhale, just feel the breath washing you in peace. The peace of God flows from the center of your being. And in the flow of God's peace, you are calm, you are serene, you are anchored in God. You are enfolded in God's peace. God's peace moves in and through you from center to circumference, and you let go of anxiety, concern, worry, knowing that divine love sustains you, heals you, strengthens you, brings you peace and calmness and tranquility, even in uncertain times. And in moments of uncertainty and ambiguity, those moments when we may not be able to discern the ultimate pattern of life that will emerge, those moments in which we feel adrift, we can affirm and know that in truth we are anchored in God's love. For we are anchored, connected, one with God. In faith, We lift our vision above changing and uncertain conditions to the changeless and eternal nature of God. It is here that we find equilibrium. It is here that we find balance. It is here that we are serene and stable. And in those moments in which we are no longer living in the familiar, we can experience and we can have made known within us that the very eternal Spirit of God keeps us safe and secure. Even though we may be living in the question without answers, God is with us and within us as a sure and steady anchor, as our ballast, as our equilibrium. God is your strength. God is your comforter. God is your peace. Through God, you are lifted out of darkness into life, out of uncertainty into assurance, out of anxiety into peace. God is your strength. God is your comforter. God is your peace. God is your equilibrium. Rest in that awareness, in silence. God, we thank you. We thank you for quickening within us understanding, for illuminating our hearts and minds with the truth that you are our strength, our peace, our comfort, our equilibrium in uncertain times. You are the answer to every question, and you open the eyes of understanding within us, and we see your presence. You are an ocean of love in which we are surrounded and immersed and enfolded. And for this awareness, as we bring our attention back to this time and to this space, as we become aware of our surroundings, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Our special music today is a song called Oceans. It's originally covered by a band called Hillsong. This was a song that was given to me at my teaching job, and throughout this kind of whole experience that we are all in, the text of the words has kind of stuck with me, and so I hope that you listen to it and it gets stuck with you today.
And
yours, and you are mine. The grace abounds in deepest waters, the sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never failed, and you won't start now. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. My soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. Hope y'all are safe.
Thank you, Catherine and Nina, for such a wonderful reminder of the vastness of God's presence, this ocean of God's love in which we live and move and have our being. We are immersed in that love, and it is transformative and healing. Again, thank you. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote this: "Live the question now. Perhaps then, someday, far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer." I think that an apt description of the time in which we find ourselves presently is that we are living in the question. There are few easy answers. The answers are sometimes few and far between. It is a time of uncertainty, of ambiguity. But of this we can be absolutely certain, that God's presence, that God's eternal presence and sustaining presence is with us. That it is the ballast that keeps us balanced. It is our equilibrium. It is that which keeps us connected, grounded. Perhaps what Rilke is asking us here is to consider that the question is far more important than the answer. A time of uncertainty and ambiguity can be a space in which we begin to think about life in new ways. I think that the power of unity is this, that we challenge you to think in a new way. Not only do we challenge you to think in a new way, but we challenge you to challenge your way of thinking. So it is my prayer that when you join us, when you attend a class, when you attend services, that you begin to ask important questions. Who and what am I? What is God? What is God in me? What is the purpose of my life? What is all of this about? When you attend a Unity Church, you're not asked to check your mind at the door. You are invited into a question. You are invited to question, to challenge, to upset, to reorder, or affirm your thinking and the content of your consciousness. And sometimes we're so focused on the answer that we fail to realize that the transformative power of God is experienced in the question, not in the answer. Because the question implies a sense of openness, a space in which possibility and potential are present. Many years ago, several years ago now, I went on a sabbatical to the Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and I rented a cabin there. And I found this great swimming hole along the Little Tennessee River. It was a river that flowed out of the mountains and was cold, to say the least, even in August. And it was surrounded by remarkable beauty. And I was often the only one there in the early morning, and I would use that time surrounded by this remarkable beauty to pray. And one morning, my prayer was simply a question. Not a simple question, but simply a question. God, what must I do to live more fully in your presence? I was still pondering my question when I looked down into the water and saw a white stone about 2 to 3 inches across. At least what I thought was a white stone with some blue mineral, I thought, threaded through it. And so, given that I love stones, that I spend a lot of my time looking for interesting ones, I wanted to grab it. And so I began to dive for it, but all I did was stir up the sandy bottom of the river, and I couldn't see it anymore. I would let the sand settle, and I ended up kicking it over to the shallow edge of the water and picked it up with my hand. And when I looked at it, I was astounded. I collect a pattern of dishware called Blue Willow. I have several pieces of it, and I haunt antique stores to find it. It's inspired by an ancient Chinese this pattern, and it was created in England in the 1700s. It was often used as ballast on ships coming to the colonies, so it found its way to the Americas, and it's still made today. So what I was holding in my hand was not a rock, but a piece of blue willow stoneware. Now, it's not impossible that a piece of blue willow stoneware would be in that river in the mountains of Tennessee, because who knows how many blue willow dishes and cups and saucers and plates came through the gap in the mountains in the westward migration. That piece of blue willow could have been in the river 150 or 200 years. But how strange I would find it. I realized that my question had given me an answer about one that I had not expected. Finding that little piece of stoneware was a cosmic message that clearly got my attention. It was God saying, I'm here in this river with you. Why do you even ask? Where else would I be? I'm in the very rock. I'm in the stone. I am in you. Now, that answer was really not the answer I was expecting, because the answer was really not an answer, but an invitation into another question. Now that you understand that you are always in the presence of God, how will you live your life differently? I love action steps. I like sheets of paper with step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my question filled me with an expectation that God would just give me a to-do list to experience God's presence more fully, but it didn't. And again, I felt like I had been lifted into some cosmic Zen koan. Koans are questions or riddles that Zen Buddhist masters ask their students. They're not rational questions requiring rational answers. Their rationale is one purpose. They're designed for that one purpose, to open the mind that has been closed by habitual responses to the world and the experiences of life. What the master wants is to stretch the mind and to burst the boundaries that the student has placed on the mind. One of the most famous Zen koans is 2 hands clap, there is sound. What is the sound of one hand? Or as we more commonly know it, what is the sound of one hand clapping? Logically, the answer to my question, what must I do to live more fully in the presence of God, would have included, again, a rational set of action steps, such as pray more or meditate more. But had I not been so distracted by the environment around me, again, I'm sure that's where my mind would have led me, but I found myself living in the question. And the answer was revealed in an experience of the presence of God. You see, God was in the question. 1 Corinthians 13:12, for now we see in a mirror dimly, but then we will see face to face. Now I know only in part, then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. You are fully known. You are fully known by an infinite presence of love and life. And while we may look in the mirror, while we may see in a mirror dimly, God is revealed to us as we allow ourselves just to live in the question. The transformative question is one that bursts the boundaries of our thinking and allows God to mold and fashion our consciousness. It is that which invites us into another question, and another question, and another question, until we find ourselves living in the answer. Jesus was a master at asking questions. A true teacher is. Many times he would ask questions, but then pull the answer from within his follower, from the one to whom he was asking the question. And he didn't always rush into an answer. This is a story of the walk to Emmaus by two of Jesus' lesser-known disciples. In fact, one of them is not named, but the other one is Cleopas. It's found in the Gospel of Luke. And it's a story about questions. Now, on the same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who has not known the things that have taken moment and then exhale. And as you do, feel any stress or anxiety flowing out with your breath. Take another breath and let it fill you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And as you exhale, just feel the breath washing you in peace. The peace of God flows from the center of your being. And in the flow of